What happens when you close an email account? Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. And yeah, this one brings us back to the single most common answer on Ask Leo. It depends. It depends on the service, of course, but it also depends on your behavior after you indicate you want the account closed. So let's walk through it step by step. Step 1, the grace period. In most cases, when you close an email account, you're not really closing the email account, at least not right away. What actually happens is nothing. Typically, that's quite literal. Nothing changes at all. Your account will continue to receive email and everything in your account remains in your account. The only thing that's really happened is you've started a timer. This timer, or grace period, exists to allow you to change your mind. If you do anything with the account at all, then the account closure is canceled. The assumption is that by using the account, you're saying that you don't really want to close it. Now, the length of the grace period varies from service to service. In some cases, it's 0 days. In other cases, it can be several months. And how long it is also something that you almost never have any say over. Now, unfortunately, doing anything with the account can also be quite literal. For example, if your email account is really an account with a company like Google or Microsoft or several others that provide other online services, then using those other services will also indicate you want to keep the account. And you probably do, since closing the email account would also cancel all those other services associated with it. So, be certain that you really want to close everything associated with the account before you try to close the account. Step 2, house cleaning. After some period, again, that varies from provider to provider, all the content associated with the account is deleted. That would include all of your email and all of your contacts. It would also include any other data associated with the service, such as calendars and online storage and photos and whatever other services you've been using that are, again, associated with this account. Once this data is deleted, it cannot be recovered. You may still be able to sign into the account and cancel its deletion, but everything within it will be gone forever. If the service will eventually send a bounce message because the account is no longer in existence, then it's possible that that may also start at this point. Step number 3, I'm calling it isolation. This is so difficult to avoid. Particularly if you've had this account for any length of time, there's a really good chance you'll have used the email address at a plethora of other online accounts, either as a primary identifier or a login ID or as a backup alternate email address. All of those will stop working. Maybe not immediately, but eventually, services like banking or shopping or social media still using that old email address for sign-in or for password recovery, they might lock you out if you didn't update them first. Make certain you've changed everything, everywhere that needs to be changed before you close your account. Step number 4, true death. After some period, that once again is going to vary from provider to provider, the account is completely deleted and no longer recoverable. You cannot sign in, and email sent to it will probably bounce. At this point, the account is well and truly closed. But wait, there's more. Step number 5, resurrection. This is a step that a lot of people overlook. At some point, which once again varies, the email address associated with your account may be made available for reuse. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say you have an email address joey@randomisp.com. You've closed it, and all of the steps we've talked about so far have happened. It's well and truly closed. It is now possible that someone else could come along and create a new account asking for and getting your old email address, joey@randomisp.com. None of your old data would be present. Remember, we deleted that in step 2. But emails sent to your old email address would now go to them. Wherever you had failed to update an email address to the new one, that risks being accessible to this new owner of your old email address. Not all services allow email address reuse. But even if they don't today, I honestly would not expect them to stay that way forever. So, bottom line here, my advice is just don't do any of this. Seriously, don't close the account. Ignore it if you like, other than perhaps signing into it every so often to keep it alive. This does 2 things. It preserves anything you didn't realize would be lost should the account close for real, and it keeps the email address in your control, not someone else's. That last point, to me, probably the most important. For updates, for comments, for links related to this topic and more, visit askleo.com/182315. If you've got a question, visit askleo.com/ask. If you're interested in my weekly Confident Computing newsletter where I share tips and answers and more every Tuesday, visit askleo.com/newsletter. And if you're interested in helping keep Ask Leo afloat, visit askleo.com/patron for the options. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is AskLeo.com. Thanks for watching.